All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Wednesday evening class. Nice fall time of year. Clocks are changing soon, right? They're changing this weekend, I think. Yeah. So we're going to be doing some side bending and just really slowing down and opening up some of the side body and just creating some space there. Okay, so take a seat on your blanket. Just come to a comfortable cross-legged Sukhasana position. So, of course, there are different variations of this pose, but the most simple one is when you sit on the edge of your blanket, just to cross the center of your shins over. So your feet are underneath your knees. And then do your manual inward rotation. Resting your hands on your thighs. Start to close your eyes and begin to draw your senses inward. Beginning with your attention down into your foundation, thighs grounded. And let the pelvis start to tilt a little forward from there. So you lengthen the pubic bone away from the navel and feel the lumbar spine, lower back moving in more. And let that lift up through your entire spine, drawing the shoulders gently back, engaging the shoulder blades gently on your back. Soften the front ribs in back towards the spine. And then lastly, just glide the back of your skull back ever so slightly to reset your neck. Drawing your attention inside the container of your body. And allowing some space for your mind to settle gradually. So we're never in any kind of rush to get anywhere in the practice. We're just slowing down and tuning into where we are in this moment. Good, then draw the hands together in front of your heart, lifting your heart as you gently bow your head. And then lift your head, release the hands, let your eyes gently open. And we'll stay right here and take a side bend right away. So take your left fingertips to the left, bring the left palm flat. Draw your shoulders back and then just start to bend the elbow, pointing it down towards the floor. And then relax your head completely. Let your left ear drop towards your left shoulder. And just breathe here, grounding the right hip down. Keep pressing the thighs down so you're not collapsing in your lower back. And then feel that, just that essence of a very slight back bend, very slight opening of the chest within your side bend. 2 more breaths here. We'll just keep this right arm down for now. If the left elbow touches the floor, that's fine, but you're not aiming for it. Just if it goes, keeping that right side down. And then push with that bottom hand to come up. Good. Go to the other side and just take a little pause first and just feel the difference between the right side and the left, lifting up and then go to the other side when you're ready. Bend the elbow, point it down towards the floor. Draw the shoulders back. Slowing down so you're moving at your body's pace. Relax the head, let your right ear just drop towards your right shoulder. So you even feel that stretch in the left side of the neck. As you breathe and soften, you might feel your body wants to give you a little bit more. Maybe the elbow comes down. And then push with that hand and come on up slowly. Good. Okay, switch the cross. Do it again, and then we'll add in the arms. So left fingertips to the left. Ground that right hip down. Same thing, soften the elbow. And breathe all the way up into the right side of your rib cage. This time, whenever you're ready, you can sweep the arm over. And now feel that deepening of the stretch all the way up into the armpit, into the fingertips. Supporting your side bend with your legs and your core. And then come on up slowly. Good, do the other side. I'm just gonna come over and I need to do something with my headphones here. So right hand to the right. Soften the elbow. And take the left arm up and over when you're ready. Can you still hear me the same, you guys? I just have one headphone in. Yeah, okay, good. Good. So relax the head and neck. Maybe the elbow touches down and then reach through your fingertips. Good, push through that bottom hand, come on up again. Okay, switch the cross. And this time turn your body to face your left leg. So you're wrapping the waist around and then bring the fingertips on each side. Bring your chin into your chest and round your back. So you're bringing your forehead towards your left knee. Now that might feel pretty challenging already, just working that action of wrapping the rib cage around, forehead towards the knee, or if it's already there, then you can move a little more to the left and then bring the forehead down towards the floor outside of your left knee. And keep wrapping the right side of the rib cage around. Now, instead of coming up from here, we're going to go back one last time into the side bend. So stay as low as you can to the floor. Bend the left elbow, point it down again towards the floor and start to turn back slowly. Really take your time, open the chest and sweep the arm over one more time. And hopefully that's given you a little bit more freedom. Come on up slowly. Good, switch the cross of your legs. Okay, last time, so turn to face the right leg. Draw the belly ribs in, round the back and bring your fingertips down on each side of your right knee. Turn your left ribs towards the right leg and start to bring the forehead towards the knee. So you just feel and explore those little places of tightness there in your left side waist, left side of the low back, maybe outer left hip. If the forehead is on the knee, you can go a bit further to the right And come down a little bit more. Stay with your breath, keep it long and smooth. And now instead of coming straight up, you're going to stay low and turn to face forward. Bring the right elbow to face the floor and turn and open it up one more time, sweeping that left arm over. Big stretch through the fingertips. And then come on up slowly. Good. All right, let's come to hands and knees. Okay, start with your cat-cow. And then take it to more of a side bend. So you're going to come back to neutral spine and shift your hips, or stick your right hip to the right. Turn your head and look towards your right hip or your right foot. And then shrug the left shoulder up towards the ear. So you really feel that side stretch up into the armpit. And then go to the other side, stick your hips to the left, shrug the right shoulder up. Now do it one more time each way. Looking back towards the hip, and then other way, last time. Back to the center. Take your hands a little further forward. Come on up to your first down dog. And pedal out your legs and feet here. And then shift your hips from side to side. So when you shift your hips, you can turn your feet. So your toes, both feet point towards the right. And then you kind of feel that right side body stretch. So it's a little bit similar to what we did on the hands and knees, where you stick your hips to one side, then do it the other way. Back to the center. Keep the lifting of the armpits. Press the thighs back and feel that side body stretching, side body long. Good, one more breath there. And come on down, take a child's pose. So we know we've had a good practice when we feel more spacious and more free on the inside and the outside. So internal space, internal freedom. And then physical freedom, right? Where we feel our body is just more agile, more open, everything is flowing more freely. So come on up, back to hands and knees, get your 2 blocks, put them on the mat, but in the middle, on the high side. And then step the right foot forward between your hands for a low lunge. Come on up. Now start by just stretching the left arm up and feeling this stretch in the left side up into the armpit. So the blocks are in line with your hips, you guys, not in line with that front foot. So scoot them back. Now you're going to pick up your left wrist with your right hand. Pull up and then side bend over towards the right, just pulling your wrist with your right hand. Now feel that stretch all the way along the left side, but even down into the left psoas. Now you have a block, so you're going to reach your fingertips, your right fingertips to the block now. Feel free to lower it. If the high side is too high, just bring it lower. Now continue with your side bend. Feel the balance between your effort, so you're not overdoing, you're not pushing or forcing. So balance that out with a softness. Now twist here, bring your left elbow to the outer right thigh and do it right above the elbow. So not down toward the shoulder, right above the elbow. Bring the palms together. Press the elbow into the leg and lean back away from your front thigh. And then, so you're making more space between your leg and your belly. So now twist the belly more because you have more space. Lean back, stay here or lift your left knee up. And make that back leg really strong. Keep lifting the chest and then twisting. Good, bring the hands down and see if you can step straight to plank in just one step. Push the floor away. Lift your thighs, basically lift everything up away from the floor. Press your head back. Keep that lightness as you bend the elbows and come down slowly. Rest your forehead. And just focus from the sides of the waist up into the armpits. Shrug the shoulders, create space there. Head of the arm bones back, curl up to cobra pose, but focus on side body long as you come up. So again, shrug the shoulders, lengthen, pull the torso out of the waist. You can even wiggle a little from side to side. And then head of the arm bones back, squeeze the elbows in. Press the toenails down, exhale, release. Good, and press back to down dog. Now pedal out the legs again, the feet, and then do the same little movement of shifting the hips from side to side, just continuing to stretch out the side body. And back to the center. Lift the armpits. Move your thigh bones back and then melt your chest between your arms. Okay, left foot forward, right knee down. So your blocks are there in line with your hips. Come up. Now just take the right arm up first and hold the right wrist with the left hand. Pull the wrist up, side body long, and then side bend over. Feeling the side stretch, but also all the way down into the psoas there. Now bring the left fingertips to the block, whichever height works for you, and keep going. Good, now twist here slowly, hooking the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh, just above the elbow. So you have space between your leg and your belly. Bring the hands together, press down and lean back away from your thigh. And then twist more as you do that. Pushing the left hand down into the right. Stay here or lift the back knee. Stretch the back leg straight. And then release, place the hands, and again, step straight to plank if you can. Push the floor away, lift everything up, including your head. So glide the sides of the throat back. Keep that buoyancy and come down slowly. This time you're going to bring your hands a little bit more forward, slightly more in front of your shoulders. So we're still going to shrug the shoulders, side body long, head of the arm bones back, but this time we're going to push down and forward with the hands as we come up. Down and forward. Squeeze the elbows in. Keep your chin slightly tucked and draw your belly and ribs back. Then soften now, just soften between your shoulder blades without losing your core. Move the sides of the throat back, the skull back, and gently lift the head. Soften, melt a bit more between your shoulder blades. Come down slowly. This time just rest, forehead on your hands. And just pausing to feel this life force, this prana gradually building from the inside. Yet at the same time, we're moving slow enough to stay sensitive to how we feel. The mind and the body are moving as one. Good. Place the hands when you're ready. Tuck your toes, either push straight up to plank on your feet or keep your knees down and push up that way. Draw the belly back and back to down dog. Good. Okay, now walk forward slowly to your hands. And right away when you come up, you're going to bring your hands to your shins and lift your chest halfway. And then practice side body long. So from the side of the waist up into the armpits, shrug the shoulders. You can have your knees bent. Draw the head of the arm bones back. Now, as you fold over, yes, of course, work the legs, but keep lengthening the sides of your body as you fold. So when you bring your fingertips down, you can do the same action. Shrug the shoulders a little toward the ears. Draw them back, squeeze the shoulder blades on the back and fold over. Do it twice more, hands to the shins, lift up, side body long. Head of the arm bones back, open the chest, exhale and fold. Go slow enough to feel this length in the sides of your body as you fold over. Bring the fingertips down. One more time, inhale. Side body long, exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen again, hands to the hips. Come on all the way up to stand. Good, let's turn to face forward, face each other. Bring the feet hip width, take your arms up, grab the left wrist with the right hand and side bend over. It's not about how far you're side bending, but how much space can you create there. Now, when you create the space there, you don't do it by losing space somewhere else. So you want to feel spacious all around. You're not collapsing one thing just to open up another thing. Lift your low belly. Come up and do the other side. Grab the right wrist, pull up. Side body long, exhale and fold. Oh, sorry, not fold. Side bend. So used to saying that. Good, now again here, try not to collapse anywhere, but stay spacious everywhere. Grounding through your legs. Good, come on up slowly. Okay, release your arms. Now we're going to take it to the wall. We don't need a mat. Just go to a wall or a door. Stand so your right hip is closest to the wall. and your feet are hip width. And then make sure you're far enough away so when you come into this, you're really letting your right hip lean into the wall. Take your right arm, stretch it up, start with the right palm flat on the wall, left hand on your left hip. Now thighs back, tailbone lengthening, ribs in, inhale, turn your right palm to face the center of the room, and then start to side bend over, away from the wall. Now use your left hand to press your hips into the wall. And then you can slide the left hand down the leg. I like to put it down the leg just above the knee, still pressing the leg in a little more. And then just waiting and softening. It's a huge release on that right side waist, but it requires a softening. So you send the message to say it's okay to let go, and then come up slowly. So if we're always resisting against the posture, then the body never gets that signal that it's okay to relax there. So turn around, let's do the other side. Feet hip width, make sure you're far enough away that then when you bring your left hip on the wall, you can really lean into it. Put your left hand flat on the wall first, right hand to the right hip. Now engage the feet and the legs. Inhale. Exhale, turn the left palm to face the center of the room and begin to side bend over, pushing your left hip into the wall with your right hand to help. And you can slide the right hand down just above the knee. Gives you a little bit more support, a little bit more leverage. And then again, just root through the legs, but yet soften. Let go of any resistance. And then slowly come up. Good. All right, come back to your mat. Just take a moment to stand in Tadasana and feel the side body long. How much more space you have. Draw the shoulders back, turn the palms forward. And just take a couple of smooth breaths now. Now inhale when you're ready, sweep the arms out and up. Just keep the side body long as you fold forward and down. Lift the chest halfway, lengthen. Step back to plank. And lower down softly all the way to the belly. Okay, one more thing here for the sides. So, well, we'll do more for the sides, not just this one more, but come onto your, before we do some standing poses, we'll come onto the right side and stack the left leg on top of the right. I love side bends. I could do them all day. So right elbow underneath the right shoulder at first, just on the forearm. Make sure that left hip is stacked properly. Left leg is stacked. Push the left leg, the top leg, a little further away, almost like you want it to be longer than the bottom leg. And then come up onto the right hand now. And scoot the right hand in until you feel like that's the right position for you. That you can allow that right shoulder to just shrug up to the ear, and then you rest your head on your shoulder. So now your right side feels like a hammock, just hanging and releasing. Left hand can just be on the floor in front of you. Leave the hand if it's good enough, or bring it a little closer. And let go. Good. Now we're going to lower to a cobra pose, but without coming all the way down. So you're just going to turn onto your legs, onto your thighs, but stay up. Stay up. Bring your hands into cobra position. Balance out your legs and draw the shoulders up and back and continue to curl back, elbows in. Now soften again between the shoulder blades. Good. Now go onto your left side. If you're facing away from me, that's fine. I'm going to turn so I can face you. Now start on your left elbow. So it's a little easier. Stack the right leg on top and push the right leg a little further away. Almost like you want it to be longer than the bottom leg. Now come up onto the left hand. This side might feel very different to the left, the front, the right side. So allow that shoulder to shrug up towards the ear. Make sure your right hip is not sinking behind the left hip. Stack it right on top and then rest your ear on your shoulder. Relaxing the left side body. So again, imagine it as like a hammock, just kind of bowing there and releasing. And then leave it or bring the hand a little closer. Okay, now again, we're going to go to cobra without coming all the way down. So just turn back to your thighs, your pelvis, place one hand and then the other. Now side body long. Head of the arm bones back, squeeze the elbows in and then soften the upper back. Just let it melt. Good, release all the way down. Take another little pause here, resting forehead on the hands. So we pause to integrate what we've just done before we move on to the next thing. So all the postures are continuing to work after we come out. So we can feel that when we become still. Okay, press back to down dog. Good. Bend your knees, press your top thighs back. Keep the lift of the armpits. And then again, melt your chest between your arms back towards your thighs. Good. Now bring your feet closer together and lift the right leg up behind you. Keep the hips square at first. Try to release the left heel down. It's not so easy, but release the left heel down as you lift the inner right thigh up. Okay, now bend the right knee and start to open the hip slowly. Outer left hip, pressing back, left hip crease is deepening. Straighten the leg, square the hip. Right foot steps through between your hands. Turn your left heel down and bring your hands inside of your leg there. Your right knee is bent, but not very much, just a slight bend. Okay, now focus on the back leg as always first. Make it strong. Press down properly through the four corners of the foot and move that left thigh back. Good, now press down and forward with the front foot until your right leg straightens as you walk your right hand outside your ankle for Trikonasana. Try to have the right forearm and the outer shin in contact with each other. Turn the belly, turn the chest slowly. Draw your shoulders back and take the left arm up. Good. Now sweep that left arm all the way over alongside the ear. Feel side body long, so let that left shoulder shrug a bit more towards the ear as you root from the outer left hip down to the outer left heel. Now turn your belly up and gaze up underneath the arm. Good. Sonia, can you straighten your front leg so you're in triangle pose? Both legs straight. Now come on down slowly. Actually, I've changed my mind. Don't come down. You're going to come back up. So root down through your legs and stand up from here. Turn your feet parallel. Side body long. Head of the arm bones back. Curl back. Lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Now bring your fingertips underneath your shoulders and lengthen forward here like a tabletop. Side body long again. Shrug the shoulders up toward the ears. Feel how much longer your torso becomes. Then widen the hands just slightly wider than the shoulders. Bend the elbows to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades on your back and fold over. So you feel this connection from your fingertips all the way up into your upper back, like you're pulling energy and opening your chest more. Lengthen all the way through to the back of the neck. Okay, now come up halfway and walk around towards your right foot. Step to plank pose. Now, right hand is going to come slightly forward of the right shoulder for Vashisthasana. Stack the left leg if you can, or step the left foot forward. Open it up, and then take it more towards a side bend today. So take that left arm up and over. Push through your legs, your feet. Push through that bottom arm, and lift your hips. Lift your hips. Come out slowly. Your choice, you can go straight to down dog, take a rest if you need to, even child's pose, or go through a slow vinyasa. If you need a rest to gather yourself, that's totally fine. All right, so find your way back to down dog. Bring your feet in a little closer together. Lift your left leg this time. Now try to drop that right heel down as you lift your inner left thigh up. Yes, now bend the left knee and open the hip slowly. Outer right hip pressing back, right hip crease deepening. So it's a big rotation on the standing hip. Good. Straighten the left leg, square the hip, and step left foot through. Turn the back heel down and bring your hands inside of your legs there. So left leg is slightly bent. Now work on your back leg. Press down through the four corners of the foot. Make the muscles in the back leg super solid. Inner right thigh pressing back. Open your chest. Good. Now start to straighten the front leg and walk your left hand around towards your left outer left shin area for triangle pose. Lean back, draw the left hip under and turn the belly up to the sky. Bring your left hand more in line with your shin, Gina and Sonia, and see if you can get the contact of your arm against your outer shin for support there, for stability. Good. Now take the right arm up and then sweep it over alongside your ear. And as you do that, keep grounding that right hip from the right hip down to the outer right heel. And then stretch in all directions there. Good. Now rooting down through the legs, come back up again to stand. Turn the feet parallel again. Hands on the hips, side body long first, lift up, draw the shoulders back, curl back a little, open the chest. Now keep that as you come forward slowly. Firm legs as you come down. Balance the weight between right and left side so you're not lopsided, or especially if you notice one side is a little weaker than the other. Just try to stay balanced there. Now come up to the fingertips, lift the chest, lengthen again, side body long, shrug the shoulders, walk the hands a bit wider than the shoulders, stay on the fingertips, bend the elbows to the side, pull energy from your fingertips into your upper back and fold over from there. You can walk your hands back towards your feet a bit more as you go. Lengthen all the way through to the back of your neck. Good. Now lift up halfway and walk around towards the left foot. Step into plank and move the left hand slightly forward of the left shoulder. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, stack the legs if you can, or step the left foot forward, or right foot forward, sorry. Now, once you feel safe in that bottom arm, sweep the right arm up and over this time. So you're taking it more towards a side bend. Push through your left arm and lift your hips. Press your hips up to the sky. Press your hips up. That's it. Side bending over. Good. Come down slowly and carefully. And again, your choice. Go through a slow vinyasa or back to down dog or child's pose. And then we'll all meet in child's pose. Good. Now letting go. Just breathing awareness throughout your body. And come on back to down dog. Again, feel this sense of spaciousness and freedom everywhere. Try to lengthen the pubic bone back away from the navel. Push the earth away through your arms and lift your hips. Now walk forward to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Sweep the arms out and come on up slowly. Exhale, release the arms. We're going to take the mat over to the wall. Do a couple of things there, okay? So you just need your mat. And then what some of you might want to do is have a chair up against the wall. You're going to put the foot on the wall. So if it's just a little too much to just have your foot directly on the wall, get a chair. Okay, I'll just show you that so you know what I'm talking about here. It could be on the chair seat, or it could be on the back of the chair like this. And make sure there's a little gap between the back of the chair so the back of your ankle can rest on the back of the chair there, while your foot is still flat on the wall. Okay, so right foot on the wall, whether you're using a ledge or a chair or not. And just pause there, we'll meet there. Press the outer right hip down. Make sure your left toes are pointing straight forward. And just start with your hands on your hips. Now feel the pelvic floor, so pubic bone lengthens away from navel. Tailbone lengthens. Draw the inner sit bones toward each other and lift from the pelvic floor. Now sweep the arms up alongside the ears. Inhale, lift up a bit more, side body long, and exhale, begin to fold over your right leg. Touch the wall with your fingertips. Push the wall away with the right foot, lift the chest. Now, of course, if you're not touching the wall, that's fine. You can touch the leg. Keep the chest open. Outer right hip, releasing as you fold. Come back up, raise the arms up for a moment if you can. Pause there. And release your right foot. Okay, just stand first before you do the other side. And then right foot stays down, now left foot on the wall. Good. Have it just at hip height for now. Bring your hands on your hips, press your outer left hip down, inner right thigh back. Lift the arms up, lengthen from the side waist up into the armpits. And then exhale, start to come forward slowly. Hands on your leg. Anywhere on the leg is fine, or fingertips to the wall. Push that foot into the wall. Draw the belly back towards the spine. Draw the ribs back a little. Lengthen the back body as you fold. Come on up, stay there for a moment, raise the arms. Good, and then release them down, release your left foot. Okay, shake out your legs, and we're going to stand to the side. So with the side one, you're gonna, if you're gonna put your foot on the wall, however high you can have it. Doesn't have to be hip height. If it's ready to go higher, then take it higher. Okay, so find what works for you, making sure your left ankle is underneath your left hip. Now the right foot should be slightly forward of your hips here as you set up for this, so that your hips stay forward facing. And then drop that outer right hip down and take your left arm up. Okay, actually, let's take both arms up. So reach up, side body long. Okay, now we're going to side bend over to the right leg. Right hand can rest on the leg or the foot. Pull up, up, up as you push down through that bottom leg. Really push the floor away, and you'll feel a deeper stretch there as you go up and over. Outer right hip drawing down. Inner left thigh pressing back. Come up, both arms up again. Hold it for a moment. And then release the foot. Shake it out. And let's do the other side. So left foot on the wall there. Have the left foot slightly forward of the hips. Have the leg however high it's ready to go, without losing the integrity of your standing leg, of course. So pressing that right thigh back. Okay, now raise both arms up. Lift up through the side body, and then side bend over. Reaching up as you push down through that bottom foot. Drawing the left hip down and under. There's a big external rotation on the left hip. Then come up. And release the foot. Good. Okay, we're going to do slightly little shift here. We're going to take the 2 blocks and we're going to work into Pavrita Ardha-Chandrasana. Okay, so both feet down. Bring your fingertips onto your blocks here, and then take your left foot back on your wall. So of course, if you have a chair, take that away now. Point your left toes down and your outer right hip back. Now draw your belly and your ribs back towards your spine, yet keep the chest and the upper back open. Now let's just hold this for another few moments, just really getting those legs strong first. Now you can bring your left hand flat on the block here and start to twist to the right slowly. Turn the belly, push down through your left hand, press your outer right hip back, and bring your right hand on your hip. Good. Gina, you got to switch legs. Your right foot should be down and your left foot should be up on the wall, and then you're twisting to the right. Good. Now stretch the right arm up when you're ready. Push down through the bottom hand, turn the belly, turn the chest to the side. Good. And charge the legs with power. Push the wall away, push the floor away. That's good, you guys. Roll your shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades on your back. Good. Come down. Take Uttanasana, standing forward fold. And then set it up for the second side. So left foot stays down. This time, right leg goes on the wall. Stay on the fingertips at first and lift yourself up. Good. Now wrap the right hip down. Lift the inner right thigh. Draw the belly back, the ribs back towards the spine, yet open the chest, the upper back a bit more. Now you can bring your right palm flat down and start to twist to the left, keeping the legs really strong, really solid. Smooth out your breath. Turn the chest to the side and take the left arm up. Now hold it here and breathe. Extending out in all directions. Exhale, release it slowly. Uttanasana. You can take the blocks away as you fold. And slowly come back up to stand, lengthen forward, rise up. All right, bring your mat away from the wall and we'll come down to sit. So grab your blanket to sit on. And then come into Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees apart. Sit right on the edge of your blanket and bring your hands behind you at first onto the blanket. Draw your shoulders back and lift up. Start by pressing the inner edges of the feet together so you feel that connection up into the groin, and then deepen the groin back. Once you've got that, then press the outer edges of the feet together and start to really tone the outer hips. Press your thighs down towards the floor. But do it from that action of the outer hips toning. Almost like you're lifting your butt away from the blanket. Now, can you keep doing this, but take your hands away and raise them up? But keep toning your outer hips. Pressing the legs down towards the floor. Good, bring your hands back behind you again. Push down, sit up tall. Stay here or grab your big toes and come forward slowly, elbows in. Shoulders drawing back. Press the outer edges of your feet strongly together. Each inhale, send the chest a bit more forward. Each exhale, soften a little more. And then come up. And draw your knees together. And then open the legs out to the side. So just make sure you have space. So we're going to build this slowly, Pavrita Janushasana. So we'll start with just a side bend here. So take your left hand out to the left in line with your hip. Turn your thighs in. That's a really important part. Okay, ground the thighs down so you feel your lower back going in. It shouldn't be collapsing. If you turn your thighs out, the spine collapses. So roll them in as you side bend. Now, if you have lots of range of motion, then of course, lengthen the tailbone and lift your low belly so you're not just collapsing there. Sweep the right arm over. Good, make space all around. Spread the toes and then turn to face the left leg. Bring one hand on each side of your leg. Wrap that right side waist, face the leg as you fold over. Even though you're folding over the left leg, keep the awareness in the right leg as well. And then back to the side bend. Bend the elbow, point it down, sweep the arm over. This time, turn the belly up, the rib cage, the chest, look up underneath the arm. And then inhale, lift. Just take a little pause there. You can have your hands behind you. Just breathe for a moment. Relax your face. Soften your eyes. So the areas of your body that are supposed to be efforting are efforting. And the rest is relaxed. So let's go to the other side. Right fingertips to the right. Soften your elbow. Take your left arm over. Turn the thighs in. Root them down. So your lower back moves in more, concave. And if you have lots of range of motion in that direction, then balance it out by lengthening the tailbone and lifting your low belly, lifting from the pelvic floor. Now turn to face the right leg. Wrap the left side body to face the leg and fold without forgetting about the left leg. Now go back to your side bend. Sweep the arm over, and this time turn everything up to the sky. Belly, rib cage, chest, and then the head. Root down and rise up. Good. Grab your inner knees. Bring the feet together again. Baddha Konasana. Fingertips behind you. Draw your shoulders back. Press the inner edges of the feet first, so you feel the groin first. We don't want to just forget about that. Deepen the groin back, and then outer edges of the feet. Stay up or fold forward again, catching your big toes. Push the outer edges of the feet together strongly. Open the chest, gaze a bit more forward, like you're trying to go way past your toes. And then as you come down a little bit further, you can let the back gently round. Come on up slowly. Open your legs again. Do your quick manual inward rotation. And then bend just the right leg and bring that heel to the right groin. Try to rest the top of your right foot on the floor, and the front of your shin. Okay, now bring your fingertips forward and fold forward first. Side body long. Lengthen up into the armpits, shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades gently as you fold over. So this is your inner spiral to bring you forward, moving the groin back. Digging that left heel down. Now come up. Now turn your torso, leave your legs, turn your torso to face your right leg, right thigh. You can have one hand on each side of the leg at first. Wrap the waist around towards the right. Now put your left hand on your left leg and start sliding it down towards your ankle. So if you can grab shin or ankle with your left hand. Now the left arm stays straight for this variation, and we try to stay open in the left side as well. Now turn your belly more to the right, turn the rib cage and sweep the right arm over. So both sides of the body are lengthening here, and what we're working on is the twisting action, the side bending action, and then the back bending as we curl back. So we can find this when we take it deeper in a moment. Come on up. Good. Switch sides. Open the right leg. Bend the left leg in. Bring that heel to the left groin if you can, and try to rest right on the top of that left foot and front of the shin. Good. Okay, come forward first. So this is your inner spiral, deepening the groin back. Dig the right heel down. And then slowly back up. Now turn to face the left leg, wrap your waist around, bring one hand on either side of your left leg. Draw your shoulders back. So you're already feeling this little back bend in your upper back. Okay, now right hand slides down the right leg towards the shin, ankle, anywhere that feels right for you. Keep that right side long. Twist a little more to the left. Take your left arm up and over. So feeling the twisting action, the side bending, and then the back bending. Open the chest a bit more. Slowly come on up. Okay, before we go for the full pose, I want to do one more thing here, twisting. So we're going to take Bharadvajasana, and you're going to get your blanket and fold it in thirds. So it's a bit more like a mini bolster instead of just one fold. And then you're going to have it, so you have got my short end here. I'm going to sit on this short end like that. So I'm going to scoot it back. I'm going to sit on it with just my right butt, just my right hip, right glute. And then I'm going to take my legs to the left. The top of my left foot is on the arch of my right foot. My thighs are a hip width distance and knees are pointing straight forward. So just get that going first. Your toes point back towards the wall behind you. So try not to do anything funky with your feet there. Now lift up. Now the back hand, the right hand, is going to reach around and grab the left side of your blanket. So it actually gives you a little bit of leverage there. The left side of the blanket, the left hand is going to go onto the outer right knee. Now lift up, move your lower back in. And then exhale, start to twist slowly, just wringing out the organs. Each inhale, lift up, lift the chest, curl back a little, and then each exhale, twist a bit more. For this one, you're going to turn your head and your neck to look all the way over that right shoulder. So you get a big stretch in your neck there. Lift the chest, curl back, but then turn the head back to look over the left shoulder. Gaze over the left shoulder and lift the chest and curl back. Good. Come on out. Other side. So stack the right ankle on top of the left. Arch. Point your knees forward. Keep your legs hip width distance apart. And sit up tall. Start to turn towards the left. Take your left arm, left hand, and reach it around for your blanket fold and hold the right side of the blanket fold now. Put your right hand on the left knee. Move your lower back in as you inhale, and then start to twist slowly. Each inhale, you lift the chest and curl back a little, and then each exhale, you twist a bit more, lower back moving in. So this does feel like quite a balance between a back bend and a twist. Turn the chest and turn the head, look all the way over the left shoulder. And then just stay as you are, but turn the head back and look over the right shoulder. And then lift your chest and curl back a bit more as you gaze beyond that right shoulder. And then let it go. Okay, so come on back to sit on the edge of your blanket so you can refold it. Open the legs to the side. This time, bend the left leg in. Bring the left heel to the left groin and try to be on the top of your left foot. Okay, so this time we're going to go forward again. I'll just show you quickly. And then we're gonna come a little lower to the floor and see if we can bring the right elbow down, slide it a little longer. So notice how when I slide, I'm trying to slide so I get my armpit more toward the leg, and then I grab the inside of my foot with my right hand. My left sit bone is lifted now, but I'm still rooting it down. And then from there, I can work on those actions. So of course, you don't have to be down that far, but see if you can today just try to get that armpit, that side body to lengthen a bit more as you come down before grabbing the foot. You might find that you have a bit more space that way. You're like, yeah, right. You're crazy. Okay, so come forward first. Dig the inner right heel down. Now walk around, the hands around towards the right leg, and just start by seeing if you can bring your right elbow on the floor inside your leg. That might be enough, or see if you can slide the elbow a little bit further along and get your armpit more towards your leg. Now grab the inner edge of the right foot with the right hand. Press the arm or the shoulder against the right leg as you start to turn your belly. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Turn your chest. Lean back a little. And then sweep the top arm up and over, possibly reaching the left hand towards your right toes. And open that left armpit and gaze up underneath the arm. Good. Come up slowly. Pretty deep side bend there. Whew. All right, let's do the other side. But notice how we come into it so slowly and methodically. Just feeling what's happening along the way. So coming forward first. Dig the inner left heel down, move the groin back, keep the chest open. Now walk around towards the left leg and start by seeing if you can bring your left elbow on the mat in front of the leg. Turn your body to the side. Maybe go a little further, slide the elbow along and see if you can get your armpit more towards your leg. Grab the inner edge of the foot. Now start to turn. You can push your arm against your leg and turn your belly up. Right hand to the hip. Now can you curl back a little? Do a little mini back bend. Turn the chest. And when you're ready, sweep the right arm over. Possibly reach for the fingertips, for the toe tips. And then move that right elbow, armpit back and gaze up underneath the arm. Come up slowly. Just bring your legs into Sukhasana for a moment and pause. Close your eyes and feel how your practice has impacted your inner state this evening. Now, I know we all have So you can open your eyes. I know we all have different types of chairs, but what I'd like to try to do this evening is to do the shoulder stand with the chair. So I'm going to set it up and then you can see. But I think I've seen the chairs that you guys are using. I think you're going to be okay with this. So you'll either use a bolster or a couple of folded blankets as a bolster. Okay, so I'm going to show you with my bolster here. I'm going to put the bolster in front of the chair here. And then I'm also going to take, let's take a mat. I know you may not have a spare mat, but if you do have a spare mat, you could put it on the chair seat. Then I'm going to put a blanket on top of that so it's soft. You can just watch me for now, the whole thing, and then you can figure it out. Now, when you see what I'm doing, you just think, whoa, I just don't think I have this, set up. I don't have the right chair. You can do bridge or legs up the wall with the block under your sacrum. So that's still a nice, more restorative shoulder stand. Okay, just watch this first. So I'm going to swing my legs over the back of the chair. And then I'm going to come down carefully. My bolster's a little bit too close. So my shoulders come onto my bolster. I tuck them underneath and I bring my arms inside my chair legs and reach for the back chair legs. Outer shoulders pressing down really comfortably on the bolster or blankets. My sacrum is resting on the edge of the chair, and then take my legs up. So it's quite restorative and supportive once you get there. When you're ready to come out, you have to slide backwards this way, carefully, and then remove the blanket or bolster. Okay, so if you're using blankets underneath your shoulders, you know how when we do a shoulder stand, we need at least 2 blankets or 3 even. So if you're doing a blanket fold, it's going to be like this. You'll fold it in thirds, and then you can stack 3 blankets, one on top of each other like that, and that will be like your bolster. Okay, if you think this is all just not going to work because of your chair and what props you have, go to the wall, put your legs up the wall, and have a block under your sacrum. Okay. I'll do my best to talk you through it. Do you have a mat on your chair, Sonia, as well? So you don't, just make sure that blanket doesn't slide. Good. That's it, Rachel. See if you can even walk the hands down lower down the legs of the chair. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, Sonia, you have to sit on the chair and take your legs over that way. Yeah. Okay, so Gina, you can just take your legs up the wall and then slide the block. And we did that quite recently. So if you can put the block on the high side, that would be great. Okay, now Sonia, as you lower yourself back, keep your core strong, and then find the bolster with your shoulders. You shouldn't really have your feet on the wall though. That might get in your way a little bit. You need to scoot backwards on the chair, edge of the chair. I know it's a little bit awkward getting into it, but once you do, it feels really good and supportive. Okay, so if you're in it, whatever variation you're doing now, just soften your eyes, even close your eyes if you like, and just breathe gently. So find the bolster with your shoulders there, Sonia. Yeah, just keep going back, keep coming back. It's almost there until once your shoulders hit down, then you'll be okay. Right, now bring your arms inside of the chair legs and grab the back chair legs. Try to bring your arms inside of the front chair legs though. Inside, right. Now grab the back chair legs and walk your hands down the chair legs and tuck the shoulders underneath as you go. Your head should be comfortably on the mat there. Shoulders are tucked underneath. Now bring your feet onto the back of the chair, so on your back of the chair with your knees bent. Yes. Now you can move your sacrum if it needs to, just to be just in the right spot, and maybe even tuck the shoulders a bit more underneath your back. Okay, now you can lift your legs. There we go. And then Sonia, if you can walk your hands down the chair legs a bit lower towards the floor, then that would be good if you have a bit more space for that. So we've got about 2 more minutes now. To be still and quiet. To breathe softly. Gently spreading the toes, keeping the legs gently engaged. Now you're going to bring your feet onto the back of the chair again and stay there for another moment. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees open for Baddha Konasana, just with your feet on the edge of the chair. Yeah, just hold that for a moment there. Good. Gina, keep tilting the pelvis forward over the edge of your block. Now, if you're on the chair, you're going to bring your knees back together and let go of the chair and slide backwards slowly off your chair. Now, take the bolster away. And I think for you, Rachel, you can rest your legs on the chair because you don't have a back to your chair. But Sonia, take your chair away and just lay flat on your back, because otherwise your feet, will kind of be stuck on the back of the chair there. Gina, you can roll to your side, turn around, lay on your back, or just straighten the legs up on the wall again if that was feeling really good. So last 5 minutes of relaxation now. Spread out your body, turning the palms up, slide the shoulder blades underneath your back. Relax your shoulders down. Excuse me. Soften your eyes and feel the eyes relaxing towards the back of your skull. And feel the forehead area, the eyebrows softening. The skin relaxing. And all the way into the skull, feeling the front of the brain softening towards the back of the brain. And feel the front of your body relaxing towards the back of your body. Now feel the skin of your entire body relaxing. Into the flesh and the muscle, relaxing, letting go. Just softening and letting the flesh, the muscle fall away from the bones. Now soften your belly, relax your jaw. And just stay with this soft flow of breath for the last few moments. Now gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. Try to move very slowly as you roll off to your right side. Just rest there on your right side for a few moments. And then use your hands and start to prop yourself up to sit slowly. Take a seat on something. So gathering all the parts of yourself together now. Sitting quietly, peacefully, with contentment. Draw your hands to your heart, lifting your heart as you gently bow your head. Lift your head to honor each other and all beings. Namaste. Thank you so much, you guys. Enjoy your evening. Get some good rest. And I'll see you next time. Okay?